Hello. I cannot hear anything. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but I can't hear myself.
I can't either.
Is it showing up on the computer? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the McLean County Sports Network. Due to some technical difficulties, we will not be able to show any visual. We're sorry about that. We apologize. But we will try our best to do some commentary, old-fashioned style. Honestly, we might not have a lot of viewers due to how many people are here already. There's a lot of McLean County representation. I'm not exactly sure. I cannot hear myself. So I might be talking a little louder. We missed starting lineups, but McKenna Rush of your McLean County Lady Cougars just put up 2 points. And, it is stolen by Alyssa Burroughs for another 2 points with 4 points in the first 10 seconds of the game for your Lady Cougars. And the Cougars with another steal by Hannah Hampton. And I guess there was a travel on Hannah Hampton. Nate, if you could pull up those rosters. Corbin, I'm joined here with Corbin Case tonight. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Yeah, I cannot hear out of these.
Here.
Do we have another pair of headphones?
Yeah, they're in the
I'll be
bag.
right back, ladies and gentlemen.
McKenna, nope, my bad. Okay, wait, what? Oh. McKenna Rush with the rebound, passes it to Cameron Mcmahon, takes it down to the court, who passes it to Natalie Patterson, who passes it to McKenna Rush, passes it to Hannah Hampton, back to Cameron McMahon, who goes up for a shot and just misses. Number 30, Haven Vanover. McKenna Rush with the rebound, passes to Cameron McMahon, passes to Alyssa Burrow, who goes up and the shot just sort of pops out.
I can hear you now, Corbin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I still can't hear myself, but that's all right. I just need to make sure I can hear you. And was that a 3, Corbin?
No.
Okay, Addie Bullock with the long 2. And I guess that was
out of bounds on
Bullock. Natalie Patterson takes the ball down the court with a pass to Mcmahon, who's looking for someone open, who gets it to Burroughs. Back to Mcmahon, passing around the perimeter to Hampton, who puts it up and barely misses. But Alyssa Burroughs gets the ball again, but trips and it rolls out of bounds. Again, we apologize for the lack of visual, but we will try to get that to you next time. And McKenna Rush with the ball and just rattles out, and Natalie Patterson puts it up for the 2. Provost with the ball. Gaddis.
Vanover.
And Bullock puts it up.
Bullock.
And it is no good.
Looks like it was a foul, so I think she will be shooting 2. Shooting 2. That foul was called on Hannah Hampton. First shot is no good.
Low-Bullock's second free throw is no good. And it looks like there was a foul on number 11, Katie Provost, that the team's first foul.
Patterson takes it out, passes it to Cameron Mcmahon, who passes it back to Patterson, who passes it all the way back to Mcmahon, to Hampton, back to Mcmahon, over to Patterson, down to Rush, who goes up and makes the and one. It is now 8 McClain County and 4 Ohio County.
And Rush gets the and one. Oh, makes the free throw provided from the and one. Provost dribbles down the court to Vanover, to Gaddis. And Provost back with the ball. And number 40, Embry, tries to put it up. It's no good. And, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like Embry kind of tripped up and fell on someone. I don't know. I'm not sure if they fell on anybody, but they fell on the ground. That's for sure. I hope she's okay.
Bailey Walker and Haley Johnson coming into the game for Alyssa Burrow and Hannah Hampton.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Bailey Walker yet this season due to her hand injury sustained
during the game.
Yeah, very early. It may have even been a scrimmage, just super early in the season. So we'll see what we can get out of her tonight, which I'm sure will be a lot. She was a key player last year, and I don't think much will have changed from last year to this year. Haley Johnson with the ball, gets tripped up. Provost with the steal, takes it back down into
to Gaddis.
Yeah. And it's out of bounds.
Looks like the shot or the pass was intended for Embry, but she just sort of threw it out and got it knocked out of her hands. Embry with the ball, passes it to
Provost, who makes the three. Your Cougars still lead by 2, though.
3 minutes and 14 seconds left in this first quarter. Haley Johnson with the ball, and it looks like she was trying to move quick enough and just forgot to dribble.
Number 1, Madison Smith.
Embry with the ball looks to see Vanover is
and McKenna Rush with the steal. Natalie Patterson takes it down to the basket. Oh, and a pass to Walker, who gets a little tripped up but puts it up for the 2 points.
She has been in this game. She's starting off really quickly with the points.
Yeah.
So if she can keep that up.
Yeah, I know she was very disappointed when she was injured earlier in the season, and she's ready to make up for her absence, and she's been doing that so far. Embry with the ball,
looks like
who puts it up, but it's rebounded by Rush.
Mcmahon with the ball, goes up for the shot
and another rebound by Rush with a pass to Patterson, and Mcmahon almost went for the 3, but accidentally traveled.
Turning into the game for Lady Eagles, number 21, Ella Gaddis. Into the game for the Lady Eagles, number 5, Cameron Kennedy. And number 35, Cameron Sandifer. Into the game for the Lady
Number
Cougars, number 30, Brianna
35,
Fraley.
Sandifer, number 5, Kennedy, and number 21, Gaddis check in the game. Number 1, Smith with the ball, passes it all the way down to Bullock. Gaddis with the 3-point
Bullock with the
by
rebound.
Bullock.
Back to Gaddis, who gets it to
Sandifer.
Sandifer.
Back to Gaddis, who makes
Puts
the
it
end
up
one.
for the 2.
Gaddis.
Your Cougars still lead by 2. Your
Foul
Cougars
number 30,
11,
Brianna Fraley, her first, team
Ohio
second.
County
At the line
Eagles
shooting,
9.
Gaddis.
Haley Johnson with the ball, takes it down, passes it to Patterson. Patterson looking for, passes it to Hampton. Hampton passes it back to Patterson. Patterson packs it to Johnson, who passes it all the way to Hampton, down to Fraley, to Walker, who goes up and makes an and one.
Bailey, Walker. Fouls number 1, Madison Smith, her first, team third. At the line shooting, Bailey, Walker.
Ooh, and Bailey Walker gets the and 1.
Bailey Walker, in an attempt to take the ball, accidentally knocks it out of bounds. It is Ohio Eagles ball. Number 5, Kennedy passes it to Gaddis.
And number 1, Madison Smith, puts it up for the 2. There are, I think that's 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Your Cougars lead by 3. Very close game. Let's see if we can extend those winnings before the end of this quarter. Haley Johnson with the ball. And Bailey Walker,
Gets fouled again.
yes, she
Fouls
gets
number 34,
fouled.
Addie Fuller, her first, team fourth. At the line shooting 2, Bailey, Walker.
The first shot is up, and it is good.
Into the game for Lady Cougars, number 33, Cameron Mcmahon.
And Walker's second is good. Man, Walker has come off incredible this season.
I believe that is six or 7 points within the 3 minutes she's been in here.
Oh, and a for sure shot by number 35, Camden Sandifer, was blocked by Cameron Mcmann
Bullock with the
excellently.
ball. Passes to Smith, who goes up for the 3 and misses. Rebound by Mcmahon.
5 seconds left to go. Let's see if the Cougars can make something happen. And Cameron puts it
three.
up for the buzzer beater, and it's no good. And that'll be it for the first quarter. With that, we're going to take a little break, brought to you by BF Evans, located in Livermore, Kentucky. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you just tuning in, we'd like to apologize again for the lack of audio. That is a technical difficulty on our part.
Video.
Did I say audio?
Yeah.
I meant visual. Yeah, lack of video, and we'd like to apologize for that again. But it's just like a radio now. Hannah Hampton with the ball. Pass to Cameron. And Bailey Walker rattles out. And Hampton with a pass. And Mcmahon with the 3.
Making it now 19 McLean County Cougars and 11 Ohio County Eagles.
Man, that was an expert 3. And Walker with the rebound. And it is swatted out of her hands into the Ohio County Eagles' talons. Number 11, Katie Provost with the ball, looking to see what's going on. And Embry with the ball now, who puts it up and it rolls off.
Seems as she was trying to catch the rebound, she knocked it out of bounds, making it now Cougars' ball.
Number 11, Natalie Patterson. And returning to the game, McKinnon, Rush Owen.
Natalie Patterson, Alyssa Burrow, and McKenna Rush check into the game. Hannah Hampton with the ball, gets it knocked out, passes it to Mcmahon. And don't know what's going on. The refs are talking about it.
Technical foul, Mclean County County. 6 players on the court.
Looks like there was accidentally 6 players on the court.
Coach Johnson seems confused
Shooting,
by that call.
Embry.
And Embry shoots a free throw, and it is good. She puts up another, and it's good. Your Cougars now still in the lead, 19-13. I apologize for not knowing all the names of Ohio County, but it looks like McKenna Rush accidentally fouled number 40, Embry.
First shot is up and it bounces out.
And the second one is also no good. Haley Johnson now takes it down the court. That was very good hustle by Johnson. But it was knocked out of her hands. But she was fouled.
At the line, shooting 2.
She'll be shooting 2.
Haley Johnson.
Haley Johnson, first one up. And oh my gosh, it just rattled out. I was for sure that was going in, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see, her second one is good.
It is now 20-13. Your Cougars in the lead. Gaddis with the ball. Passes it to Embry, who passes it to Vanover, who passes it back to Gaddis, who passes it to Bullock. Haley Johnson with the ball now. Goes up for the shot, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds, making it McLean County's ball. Burroughs with the ball, passes it to Johnson to Mcmahon, who goes up for the shot and just misses. McKinnon rush, looks like a jump ball, making it stay McLean County's ball.
Lady Eagle basketball.
Never mind, it's the Lady Eagles ball. Number 11, Provost with the ball. Passes it to Gaddis.
And
Smith with the ball.
Gaddis to
Vanover.
Yes, Smith back with the ball.
Gaddis back with the ball.
And drops it to the ground. Cougars with and there was a foul on number 21, Gaddis.
Fouls on Ella Gaddis. Her first, team 6.
It is Cougars ball now.
Bailey Walker checking into the game for Haley Johnson. And we will now be shooting for bonus. Bailey Walker with the ball.
Oh man, she fell hard. She looks like she's okay though. Just a little tripped up, and it's still Cougars ball. Cameron Mcmahon. To Walker, but it is stolen by the Eagles.
Provost.
Yes, and Madison Smith puts it up for the 3 and is no good. Rebound by Emory, and her rebound shot was no good. But it looks like she was fouled and will be shooting 2. Foul was on Bailey Walker, her first foul of the night. And Embry's first is successful. It seems that Embry is pretty reliable when it comes to free throws. She's already shot at least 6 tonight, I believe. And she hits another one.
Mcmahon with the ball. Goes up for the shot and misses. Rebound by number 11, Provost, who takes it down, passes it to Bullock, passes it to Vanover, who gets fouled by number 3, Burroughs. She will be shooting 2.
Matthew Miller has entered the building, ladies and gentlemen, who will be taking over after this half. Vanover's first free throw is good. That seems to be a strength of the Eagles, is their reliability on free throws. Thank you, Matthew.
From this point on, Ohio County will be shooting.
Patterson with the ball, passes it to Burroughs, to Mcmahon, who goes up for the shot, and it just misses. Rebound by number 30, Vanover. Looks like pass was intended for Provost, but gets knocked out by McLean County. And Gaddis will be taking it out. Pass to Provost. Pass to Smith, who goes up for the deep 3 and just misses. Rebound by Provost.
It's knocked out of, it is thrown out of bounds by the Eagles. Natalie Patterson of the Lady Cougars with the ball. A pass to Walker.
Back to Patterson. Over to Mcmahon. Back to Patterson. To Mcmahon. To Burroughs. Looks like the pass was knocked out of bounds by the Eagles, making it McLean County's ball. Haley Johnson and Hannah Hampton check in the game for Burroughs and Walker. Patterson with the ball, passes it to Johnson. Pass to Mcmahon. Pass to Rush, but gets stolen by number 30, Vanover. Number 11, Provost with the ball, passes it to Gaddis. Pass to Provost again, who goes for the 3 and misses. Rebound by Smith, who passes it to Gaddis.
I just realized that there are 2 Probuses on the team. The Probus that we have been referring to is number 11, Katie Probus.
Oh, there is.
Number 11, Katie Probus is the Probus we've been speaking of so far.
McKinnon rush makes a shot, making it 22-17.
Natalie Patterson with the ball and gets a little tripped up, but gets it back, and she walked.
Returning to the game with the Lady Eagles, number 34, Addie Bullock.
Number 34, Addie Bullock, checks in for number 21, Ella Gaddis.
Timeout, Lady Cougars.
Timeout, Lady Cougars.
And with that timeout, we'll be taking a little timeout of our own, brought to you by Independence Buck Creek Baptist Church, located in Buck Creek.
Number 11, Katie Provost with the ball. Pass to number 1, Smith. Back to Katie. And it gets
No, you could just refer to her as Probus. If the other one gets in, we'll start to distinguish. But as of now, when we say Probus, we're referring to number 11, Katie Probus, Caitlin Probus. Katie or Caitlin.
Number 40, Embry with the ball. Passes it to Vanover.
Fouls number 2, Haley Johnson.
Looks like a foul on number 11, Probus. So, or no, sorry. 30, Vanover. She will be shooting 1 and 1. First one is up, and it is good. Second one is no good. Mcmahon with the ball, passes it to Hampton. And looks like she got fouled by number 40, Embry. First shot is up, and it is good. Number 35, Camden Sandifer checks in for number 40, Rain Embry. Bailey Walker comes in the game for McKenna Rush. Second shot is good. Probus with the ball. Takes it down the court. Passes it to Smith. Back to Probus. Over to Vanover. Down to Sandifer. Over to Probus. Back to Smith. Back to Probus. Back to Smith. Over to Vanover. Back to Provost. Back to Vanover.
Yeah, they're just going around the perimeter. They barely breached their
Smith.
own 3-point line.
Oh, there we go. Nope, never mind. 34, Bullock with the shot, and it misses. Rebound by number 1, Smith. Provost with the ball now. Passes it to number 35, Sandifer, who passes it to Smith with the 3. Making it now 24-21. Cougars lead.
And your Cougars now with the ball. Cameron Mcmahon puts it up. It's a little high.
Rebound by Provost.
Smith with the ball to Provost, who's reviewing her options.
Back to Smith. Over to Vanover. Back to Provost. Back to Vanover.
50 seconds left in the first half.
Number 30, Vanover with the ball. Passes it to number 35, Sandifer. And looks like they were fouled by number 4, Bailey.
Her second, teams 8. At the line, shooting 2. Camden Sandifer. The game for the Lady Eagles, number 21, Ella Gaddis. And for the Lady Cougars, number 45, Mckinnon, Rush Owen.
Did she shoot her first one?
Yeah, it was no good.
Number 2, Haley Johnson with the ball, goes up and looks like it just bounces out. Knocks out of bounds, making it now Eagles ball.
Returning to the game for the Lady Eagles, number 11, Katie Burroughs.
Number 11, Provost back in the game. Number 21, Gaddis with the ball.
Your Cougars lead by 2. Very close game. And Smith puts it up for the 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Walker. Your Walker and the Cougars make a mad dash down to their goal to see if they can score before the half. And Haley Johnson walks. It looks like McKinnon Rush gave her some encouraging words to keep her head up. You always like to see that.
Into the game for the Lady Cougars, number 12, Hannah.
Number
Hampton.
12, Hannah Hampton checks in for number 45, McKinnon Rush. Provost with the ball, passes it to Smith, who goes up for a deep 3 and misses.
And with that, we will be taking a little break. At the end of the first half, your Cougars lead by 2. We still got another half. This has been a very close game so far. Thank you for tuning in, and we're sorry about the technical difficulties, but we'll be right back. And if you want to share this with someone, just make sure to very, very simple steps to go to their search bar and type in mchs.tv. We will flash it up on the screen real quick.
Please come to the scorer's table.
I think we're going to flash it
Flash
up on the screen.
real quick,
And
please.
and
Yep, there you go.
but don't do capital letters, I don't think. Just all lowercase mchs.tv.
It doesn't matter whichever
Oh,
way
it
you
doesn't
type
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And we'd like to thank Dr. Gunnerman for helping us set that up. And with that, we will see you at the beginning of the next half. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined by Matthew Miller. We have attempted to fix our visual problems, but to no avail. Ohio County does not have the cord that we are searching for, and we apologize again for that.
And talking about the first half and what we did and I think what we can improve on, one thing is that we had some great defensive possessions where they passed the ball around forever without getting a shot, and then they would force a bad shot, and then they'd get the offensive rebound and end up scoring anyway. So if we could just keep them from getting offensive rebounds, I think we could be in a really good position to win this game. And right now it's Patterson over to Hampton. Hampton right inside the three-point line in the corner for 2 points.
Hampton.
And Provost now with the ball for the Eagles. She crosses over and passes it over to the corner. That's Gaddis inside, and she will be fouled by Mcmahon. On the floor foul.
Foul on number 33, Cameron Mcmann. Her first. Team first.
Pass inside to Bullock. She goes up, and 2 points for Ohio County.
Abby Bullock.
So the Cougars now leading by 2, 24-26, and there's 6:37 left in the third quarter. Mcmahon will have the ball at the top of the key. Passes over to Rush. Rush back out to Burroughs. Burroughs pump fakes, and they're going to call a walk there.
We have received a lot of walks so far this game, Matthew. And I guess we're just going to have to try to be more aware of that.
Yeah, and I saw a couple over. They're just taking off before they put the ball down and dribble. And that shot is no good. Rush unable to get the rebound, but Hampton just rips it away from Embry. Strong rebound by Hampton there. And Patterson almost loses the ball. And it's a loose ball. They're fighting for it, and it'll be a jump ball.
Alternating possession, Lady Eagle basketball.
So Gaddis will take it out now for the Eagles as the possession arrow was pointing their way. Embry with the ball down low to Bullock, and Rush will tip that pass out of bounds. Great job by Rush denying the entry pass. Inbound pass to Provost. She's guarded closely by Patterson. And Hampton goes for the steal, and she's on a fast break. And surprised a foul wasn't called as she put up the layup there. But Patterson will get an and one as she gets the Mcmahon's rebound and puts it up.
Foul to number 11, Katie Provost. Her second, team's first. At the line shooting.
Not the prettiest fast break, but it was effective as the Cougars end up with 2 points and a chance at another one here at the line.
And Patterson's first free throw is no good. Well, only free throw is no good, sorry. But she puts it up for the 2.
Yeah, and Patterson gets her own rebound there as it just rolled right to her.
Yeah.
And then she just dribbled around, easy layup. That's about as easy of a 2 points you can get right there. And so with that timeout, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Buck Creek Baptist Church.
Whoa. Cat.
And we are back. And the Eagles have the ball with the Cougars up 6. There is 5:28 left in the third quarter as Provost beats Patterson past half court and will set up the offense for the Eagles. And Hampton with another steal and another fast break. Here she goes. And she is blocked out of bounds.
Hampton has been on top of the steals tonight. You've actually missed a few of them, Matthew, in the first half. She's just been everywhere the ball is tonight, Matthew, and it's great to see that hustle. And
yeah, and she's a great defensive player in the way she plays the passing lanes. That results in a lot of steals for her. And
yeah, she's our only senior, so we're definitely gonna miss her next year.
And great pass by Burroughs down to Rush for 2 points. And yeah, and those steals she gets, it turns into points, and that added up as we saw last possession. The Cougars got 4 points off of Hannah Hampton's steal.
Returning the game to Lady Cougars, number 4, Bailey Walker.
And Walker will check in for Hampton now, and it's good to see Walker back on the court after breaking her hand and missing out for a few weeks. And that's Smith with the ball. She gets it to Provost. Provost to Bullock. Bullock inside to Embry. Back out. Provost to Vanover. And Smith gets the ball again. And great defense by the Cougars is the Eagles are just unable to come up with a good shot, and so they force one there. Great defense by Rush. And Walker will walk as she tries to catch that fast break pass. Maybe a little too ambitious by the Lady Cougars there. As Mcmahon, they didn't really have numbers, but Mcmahon tried to force the issue. But I like how they're playing aggressive here. And Bullock now gets it over to Vanover, who looks inside to Embry, and it's kicked out of bounds by Mcmahon. And Johnson will check in now for Burroughs. Provost with the ball. Gets it to Smith. Smith tries to go inside on Johnson, and she's blocked. McKinnon Rush comes up with the rebound, and there's Walker on a fast break. And they're going to call a no foul, and then it was off Walker's knee. I know y'all can't see that, but if you could, you would agree with me. That was a foul, and they're just going to call it off her knee, and Eagles ball. Provost now gets it over to Smith for 3. That 3 is good. Deep 3 for Smith, so the Cougars lead by 5 now, 32-37. That's Rush inside, 2 points, no good. Walker going for the rebound, unable to come up with it. Here's Smith going the other way with it for the Eagles. Provost with the ball in the corner. Oh, that's a walk. Vanover gets the ball, drives in, and they're going to call a foul either on Walker or Rush. We'll see here. They're going to call that on Rush.
Number 45, Mckinnon, Rush Owen. Her second, team second.
So Vanover will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. And that first free throw is no good.
Checking the game for Lady Eagles, number 21, Ella Gaddis.
Second free throw up, and it's no good as well. So Rush comes down with the rebound. And it seems like every rebound on the defense Rush is coming up with. Walker with the ball inside, has it poked away, and as she fights for it, she'll hit it out of bounds. I feel like the Lady Cougars are forcing the issue too much, trying to get the ball to Walker, and they just need to let the game flow a little bit more. As Provost tries to get it to Vanover. McKinnon Rush comes up with a steal. Here's Johnson going the other way with it. Johnson drives in, and she will be fouled. So she'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Johnson is an excellent free throw shooter.
Yeah, we can use the extra 2 points. The Cougars lead by 5, which is a pretty okay lead, but you can always extend that, Matthew. As Johnson has with her first free throw being good.
And so there's 2:45 left in the third quarter. The Cougars are winning 33-27. And the Cougars up by 7 now. She makes both free throws.
Returning to the game for the Eagles, number 34, Addie Bullock.
And Johnson, the 8th grader, she was great at shooting free throws in the middle school season this year, and she's doing it out here in varsity, making 2 free throws there in a big district game. Embry gets the ball down low. She gets it back out to Smith for 3, and that 3 is no good. Johnson comes up with the rebound.
Smith has attempted many three-point shots tonight, and only 1 or 2 have been successful. It looks like there was a foul.
No, they called a walk. And
a walk.
I don't know how you walk whenever you don't have the ball yet, but I don't know. They called a walk on someone who didn't have the ball. And well, she got it, but she didn't have it yet, and they called a walk. I don't know. Bullock tries to drive in on and as she puts the forearm in her chest, they're going to call a defensive foul on Walker.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. She shoved an elbow into her chest, but
that's a textbook. That's a textbook that's a push-off every time. You can't forearm someone. And Patterson will poke the inbound pass out of bounds. Usually whenever, we're doing broadcasting, I don't like to complain about the refs too much, but those last 2 calls were just, I don't understand that. And Provost loses the ball. Embry comes up with it as Patterson goes to the floor. So Bullock will attempt a deep 2. No air ball, and so Rush will come up with it. Here comes Mcmahon the other way. Johnson will drive in, and she is fouled by Embry. Hard foul with the body there, so Johnson will go to the line to shoot another 2 free throws.
Foul number 40, Ray Emory, her 3rd, team 7.
First free throw is good.
Check in game for the Lady Eagles, number 35, Kendall Sanderson. And for the Lady Cougars, number 30, Brianna Fraley.
And so Fraley will check in for Russ in between free throws there. Second free throw up, and that free throw is no good. Bullock comes down with the rebound. Here comes Smith the other way with it now. And Smith loses the ball, still by Johnson. And here come the Cougars on a fast break.
Hello. Oh, I can hear myself
Johnson almost loses
now.
the ball herself. She is able to get it to Mcmahon before she does, though. And Walker inside goes up. 2 points, no good. Fraley with the rebound, and Patterson and Provost were fighting for the loose ball. They're going to call that foul on Provost. So Patterson will take the ball out now for the Cougars.
And it looks like there will be a timeout, and with that, we'll be taking a little timeout of our own, brought to you by B.F. Evans, located in Livermore, Kentucky. B.F. Evans, located in Livermore, Kentucky.
And we're back as Patterson will inbound the ball for the Cougars. And y'all are probably tired of hearing play-by-play the whole time, but I'm trying to let you all visualize what's happening in the game since you can't see it for yourselves.
Yeah, we see what happened was a charger broke for a camera, so we had to switch to a new camera, which required a cord that we didn't bring because we were used to the other cord for the other camera.
And Fraley will get 2 points there.
So we will be more prepared next time. We've just been having a lot of crazy accidents.
And so Smith will have the ball closely guarded by Johnson. They are going to call a foul. Maybe a little too rambunctious there by Johnson on defense. And so Ohio County is going to take a timeout.
And I think we're going to go ahead and talk through this, Matthew. I know you've got some points, not points, but like some things you would like to talk about, and I know you guys want more than just play-by-play. So, Matthew, why don't you give us your opinions on what you've seen of the game so far?
Well, one thing I noticed when I looked down on the court is that Kennedy is not out there. She is on the bench, not dressed, and so that's a big loss for the Lady Eagles, as she is usually their primary scorer. And so hopefully the Cougars can capitalize with her being out with a district win, as they are up 10 right now with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. And so Smith will take the ball out now for Lady Eagles. And she passes into Gaddis. Gaddis over to Smith. Fraley comes up with it, and here comes Johnson the other way. Patterson over to Mcmahon for three. And that three is good.
I think that's her second one of the night.
So the Cougars will go up 13 with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And Mcmahon has been just a great three-point shooter. I saw one home game. I saw one home game a few weeks back where she was just shooting lights out from three-point line. And that's Bullock who shoots a two just with her foot on the three-point line.
And 5 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Fraley misses that shot. Gaddis gets the rebound and will just dribble out the clock. And so at the end of the third, your score 29-40. Cougars lead by 11. We'll be right back with the fourth. And as we end the third quarter, I'm Matthew Miller here with Corbin Case. And Corbin, tell me what you like and tell me what you think we can improve on right now going into the fourth quarter.
Well, we're really good at moving the ball, making sure that the defense doesn't know where it's going to go. But it seems that last quarter more than any that we've
and one by Cameron Mcmahon. Sorry to cut you off there, Cameron, but just got a little bit excited as the Cougars go up 13 at the start of the fourth quarter. And go ahead and finish what you were saying there, Corbin.
It seems that last quarter more than any, we sort of had a problem with like turning over the ball and fouling. So if we just try to keep that down, then I think we have a higher chance of winning.
And as Mcmahon misses that free throw, Walker will be tied up for a jump ball. And Provost will beat the press and be blocked hard by Fraley. And Mcmahon comes up with it, and oh, wow. We're going to call that a jump ball. It will be to the Cougars. Fans did not have a happy reaction about that one, as they thought it should have been a foul on Provost. And so here comes the Cougars. Johnson crosses half court, gets it to Mcmahon. Nice handoff. Mcmahon drives in. What a pass by Mcmahon to Fraley. Just drops it off. I didn't even see her do it, and the Eagle defense just kept going with Mcmahon. And that was an easy, wide-open two-point block shot for Fraley. So Great job facilitating there by Mcmahon. And with that timeout, we'll take a little break, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we'll be right back. And we are back, but the band is still playing. Gaddis will take it out now for Ohio County. And the Cougars lead by 15, 29-44 with 7:14 left in their game. Gaddis with the ball now. She goes off a pick set by Embry. That three is no good. Embry comes up with the rebound, and Mcmahon will wrestle it out of her hands and out of bounds. Eagles will retain possession. Pass into Vanover. Vanover loses it out of bounds, and it will be Cougar basketball. Hampton with the ball, gets it to Mcmahon. Mcmahon will cross half court. She'll get it to Johnson. Johnson back to Mcmahon. Mcmahon drives in, kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson looks inside, can't find anything. Johnson passes it over to Hampton, almost stolen, and Hampton will be fouled by Gaddis as they both went for the ball there.
Number 21, Ella Gaddis. Her second. Team 6. From this point on, Mclean County will be shooting the 1-1.
And Hampton will throw it away to Embry as she tried to pass it to Rush. Gaddis drives, and she is fouled by Rush as she goes up for two there. And hopefully that's not too many fouls on Rush.
Three, Cameron Mcmahon, her second, team 5th. At the line, shoot 2.
And they're going to call that foul on Mcmahon. Maybe with the body before she went up or something. But I was for sure that foul would be called on Rush.
Patterson and number 3, Alyssa Burroughs.
And so Patterson and Burroughs will check in for Mcmahon and Walker. That first free throw was good. Score 30-44. Second free throw no good. Hampton with the rebound. There's 6:25 left in the fourth quarter. Patterson crosses half court. Hampton now with the ball at the top of the key. She gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Burroughs. Burroughs looks inside the Rush. Nice pass inside. Shot no good. Back up, and she is fouled. So Rush will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws and hopefully extend our lead.
Fouls on number 30, Heaven Vanover, her second. Team 7 at the line, shooting 2. McKinnon, Rush Owen.
And that first free throw is up and good as it bounces off the back of the rim. And the second free throw, no good. Rebound Hampton, who will get it to Patterson, and will set up our offense from here. Burroughs looks back inside to Rush, decides she doesn't like what she sees, and gets it to Johnson. And Johnson falls to the ground as Gaddis went for the steal there. She is able to keep control of the ball, and Burroughs will drive. Floater, good. Nice little drive there by Burroughs. Cougars up 17 with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the game. And Vanover fade away from the block, and it's good.
Evan Vanover.
Rush with the ball at midcourt. She gets it to Patterson. Patterson drives and kicks it to Hampton. Hampton over to Johnson. Burroughs inside the rush, and that ball is deflected out of bounds by Vanover.
Returns into the game for the Lady Eagles. Number 1, Madison Smith.
And that entry pass to Rush is a little long, but Burroughs comes up with it. And here's Patterson now. That's Hampton in the corner. She tries to drive inside. She'll get it to Burroughs. And the Cougars just swinging the ball around, trying to burn as much clock as possible, enjoying that 15-point lead they have. And Hampton loses the ball, and they're going to call that a jump ball, possession to the Eagles.
Alternating possession, Lady Eagle basketball.
So Provost passes half court, guarded by Patterson. Gets it over to Gaddis. Gaddis puts it up, and layup is good.
Ella Gaddis.
So the Cougars led by 17 and now only by 13 as the Eagles went on a little 4-0 run there. And Hampton's layup, no good. That's Smith with the ball. He gets it to Bullock. Bullock, 2. And Bullock has been shooting so many twos with her foot just on the three-point line. Like,
Armando wants everyone to know that he is in the building.
so if you are in the building and you like Armando, he is here. And so Hampton with the ball on the wing. She gets it over to Rush. Rush to Burroughs, and the Cougars just keep passing it around. Johnson drives, layup, good. 2 points for Johnson.
Haley Johnson.
Cougars lead by 15 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. And Provost falls but gets it to Bullock for a 2.
Addie Burroughs.
And she shot another 2 with her foot on the line. So
Timeout. Lady Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that all.
And with that timeout, we'll take a break, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, B.F. Evans Ford in Livermore, Kentucky, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Cougars leading by 13, 36-49 with 3:16 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson will take it out now. She gets it to Walker in the middle. And back to Johnson. Johnson will just dribble it up herself. Handoff to Mcmahon. Mcmahon to Walker. And they're going to call a foul before Walker drives.
Foul for number 34, Addie Bullock. Her third. Team is 8 at the line, shooting the 1-1. Bailey Walker.
And so Walker will shoot her first free throw here. It is up. And it is good, so she will shoot a bonus. the second free throw is good as well. So that's 2 points there for the Cougars. Provost bringing the ball up now. Provost off a pick, gets it to Smith. Smith, deep three, off balance, no good. And loose ball, Walker on the floor. She gets it to Mcmahon. Oh, and Mcmahon was pushed hard there. No foul called. Johnson will drive now. Transition, shot no good. Walker puts it up, and that's no good as well. So here comes Provost after a few sloppy seconds from both teams. And Smith, no good. Mcmahon will drive, kick it to Burroughs. Burroughs to Patterson, and Provost will be fouled as she goes for the steal there. No, they're going to call that foul on Patterson as she was trying to get the ball back. So foul called on Patterson. I know that is a few fouls on her. Never mind, that is her first foul. I was just informed. And Smith gets it over to Gaddis, who will drive in. Shot no good. Rebound Patterson. Cougars still lead by 15. There is a minute 51 left in the game. Walker with the ball in the post. And they're going to call traveling there as Walker pivoted around in the post. I guess her pivot foot slid a little when she did that. And so Smith will have the ball now. She gets it over to Provost in the corner. Provost entry pass to Vanover, and Vanover will walk before she goes up with it. Mcmahon will take the ball out now for the Cougars. There is a minute 30 left in the game.
And I've just been informed that Ohio County has their own YouTube channel that is streaming strictly the video. So, and we apologize for not being able to do that. But if you are wanting to see the video, go to OCHS Media on YouTube, and they are live streaming the visuals right now. So it's OCHS Media.
So we have the audio and they have the visuals.
So I guess you could maybe try to pair it up, but I don't know. I doubt the delays will be the same. But it's not really going to hurt our feelings if you watch theirs. We apologize for the technical difficulties, and we'll make sure that we fix that for our next time. But we didn't want to rob you of not being able to see it. So if you want to see the visuals, make sure to go to OCHS Media on YouTube.
And Walker will hit 2 free throws there and check out of the game as Hannah Hampton checks in. And so with a minute 14 left, the Cougars are winning by 17 points, 53-36. Pass to Gaddis, gets it out to Bullock. Another 3 with her foot on the line, making it a 2. Gaddis gets the rebound, and she's fouled by Johnson as she goes up with it there.
Foul number 2, Haley Johnson, her third, team 7.
First free throw is no good. And the second free throw, no good as well. Mcmahon gets the rebound, and she's going to be tied up there by Smith.
Alternating possession, Lady Cougar basketball.
Johnson on a fast break. She is not fouled. And Burroughs pump fakes, drives in. And they're going to call a foul, an offensive foul on Mcmahon away from the ball. And with 48 seconds left, I'd say this one's about over with the Cougars being up by 17. And Smith for three, no good off the backboard. And Johnson and Vanover get tied up. It'll be Ohio County possession.
Alternating possession, Lady Eagle basketball.
Smith passes to Vanover. Oh. And Mcmahon may foul out in this last minute here. That's another foul called on Mcmahon. So Vanover will go to the line and shoot a couple free throws. And that first free throw bangs off the backboard, no good, as Coach Johnson takes the timeout. And so this will be our last timeout of the game, so we'd like to thank both of our sponsors, Buck Creek Baptist Church and B.F. Evans Ford. We'll be right back after that timeout. And so we are back, and we're going to be returning to Vanover attempting a second free throw after she missed the first. Cougars are up 17 with 36 and a half seconds left in the game. And that second free throw, no good as well. Rebound Hampton. And Hampton has it stolen from behind, so here's Vanover and the Eagles still trying to push the issue despite being down. And Bullock will walk as she tries to take off there. And they're still trying to push the issue despite being down 17 with 25 seconds left. Patterson gets it to Burroughs. Burroughs back to Patterson. And the clock will just run out when Johnson has the ball. And so the Cougars will defeat the Ohio County Eagles in a district game, 53-36. Big win for the Lady Cougars. And I hope you enjoyed our radio-style broadcast as we did not have a visual. And we'll be back with the boys' game. Sadly, there still won't be any video. Maybe something will come up. I don't know, but there probably won't be any video for that. So we'll be back in about 20 minutes with the boys' game.
Most likely.
Yeah, so we'll be back with that. And stay tuned. And this is the McLean County Sports Network. Make sure you watch the boys' game.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing birds.
Can you hear
Yeah.
him?
Can you hear me?
I cannot.
You can't? Okay.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. That's better.
Yeah, and I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay.
All right, that's
it's
good.
in mono.
What?
It's in mono. Is that all right? It's in mono.
Mono?
Yeah, it's not in stereo, unless.
And we are back bringing you the boys game. I'm Matthew Miller here with Jerry Wright, who has done high school basketball for many, many years. He's a seasoned professional commentator with high school basketball. And as Ohio County is introducing their starting lineups, what do you expect to see from this game, Jerry?
I tell you what, the first matchup, it was a good one. Ohio County pulled out late and ended up winning that one. Tonight, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new building. And what a packed house we have here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here and a lot of excited fans. As like you were saying, last game, Mclean County started out on top, but then Ohio County was just hitting 3 after 3, and that's what really made the difference and got them a big win in a district game. And so here's a district game tonight, and we'll see who gets the win here.
Absolutely. Starting for Mclean County tonight will be number 2, Jacob Clark, a 6'1" senior, along with Trey Engelhard. He's a 130-pound 5'10" senior, along with Brandon Bishop, Isaac Springer, and Logan Patterson. Starting for Ohio County will be Grant Titchener, along with Trip Manning, along with let me check who the other one is. Decker, also along with let's see who the other one is. That's girls. I'm looking at the girls' varsity.
Yeah, you got the boys.
That was my problem there. All
and
right.
as we get to tip-off here, number 25, Decker, who is a freshman, will be tipping against Logan Patterson for the Cougars.
He is a young freshman. McLean County gets the tap. In the backcourt, they get it on the right side over to Springer. Springer back out on top over to Bishop. Bishop nowhere to go. Tries to feed it aside. It's going to be out of bounds over to Ohio County. 7:50 left in this one. Early in the first quarter, we are scoreless. We are live from Ohio County High School here on
the Mclean County Sports Network.
The Mclean County Sports Network. What a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Here's McLean County with the turnover. I should say Ohio County with the turnover. They get inside but it's going to be picked right by Grant. Grant goes the other way. It's up and it's no good, but he's going to be fouled, and he's going to take a trip to the free throw line. They say that was a shooting foul. So the foul was on Patterson. I tell you what, we've covered McLean County many times, and there always seems to be a Patterson on your squad. Are you guys full of Pattersons that play basketball in McLean County?
It's been the same. He's a senior now, and
he's played every year varsity, right?
Yes, and he has 2 sisters who play in girls basketball, and one graduated, and as she graduated, her younger sister stepped up and started playing.
Decker hits 1 out of 2. It's 1-0. 7.5 left here in the first quarter. Here comes Mclain County in a hurry. They get it out to Englehart. He's going to dish it back up the backcourt to Bishop. Ball's going to be deflected by Ohio County. It'll stay with the Cougars. Ohio County leads 1-0. 7:19 left here in the first quarter. Bishop will get the ball into the Cougars, over to Springer. Springer back over on top to Patterson. Patterson feeds it on the left side. A three is up and good by Clark.
And Clark with the big three there, and that was something that was missing for the Cougars in the first matchup these two teams had. But we saw Clark was able to lead the Cougars to a few big district wins last year by shooting the three ball, and that's what he does best.
Ferris with the ball for Ohio County, over to Decker on his right side. Decker's being picked up by Englehart. A three by Ferris is up, and it's no good. Manning with the putback. Up and no good. Rebounds brought down by Englehart of Mclean County. If you're just tuning in, 6.5 left here in the first half. In the first quarter, Ohio County trailing Mclean County 3-1. Deep in the corner is Englehart, double team. He gets it back out on top to Clark. Clark picked up by Manning near the timeline. Over the sideline, they go to Springer.
Bishop for three in the corner, no good. Englehart tries to save it, but it just goes off his leg.
It'll be out of bounds to Ohio County. Ohio County trails in this district matchup 3-1 to the Cougars of Mclean County. Ferris will inbound the ball to Manning. Back over on the right side to Tister, back to Manning. Manning's picked up in the backcourt by Clark. As he crosses the timeline on the left side to Decker. He'll pop a three. It's up and it's no good. Rebound brought down by Clark of Mclean County. Clark picked up in the backcourt by Ferris. Over to Springer. Springer deep in the corner to Englehart. He goes up. It's up and it's good. Mclean County with a 5-1 lead with 5:49 left here in the first quarter.
And smart play there by Englehart as it looked like they were trying to draw the charge there, but instead he just went up and settled for a little shot it from a few feet away from the basket. So smart play by him there.
Tister drives. He's cut off. Dish on the left side to Decker. It's up and it's good by Decker.
And that's one thing about Ohio County. Every player on the team can shoot the three ball. So
5-4. Ohio County trails here to the Mclean County Cougars by 1. Jacob Clark with the ball for the Cougars. He's going to drive. Shot is up and it's good by Clark. Nice basket by Clark.
Decker with another three, and that one's no good.
This game is being brought to you in part by the Mclean County Buck Creek Baptist Church, and along with B.F. Evans Ford.
Yeah, those two big sponsors for us, and that's what allows us to do this. Is there's this cost with doing this, and it's
absolutely. Manning with the ball for Ohio County. 5-4. Ohio County trailing Mclean County. 4:40 left here in the first quarter. Fraley with the ball. Back out on top the key to Decker. On the right side to Ferris. Deep in the right corner to Titchner. Titchner back out on top the key to Manning. Manning thought about a three. He's going to work his way into paint. It's up and it's good by Manning. 7-6. I should say 7-6. Mclean County with a 1-point lead. 4:20 left here in the first quarter. Here comes Bishop with the ball for the Cougars. Back out to Englehart. Back out on top the key to Springer. Over to Bishop. Three-point attempt is up and no good by Clark. Rebound brought down by Ohio County. 7-6, 4 minutes left here in the first quarter.
And so slow scoring first quarter so far, but it's just started, and I'm sure these two teams will pick up the pace as both teams can put on the points hot and in a hurry.
Absolutely. Grant Tisser with the ball for Ohio County. Swatted away. Good defensive effort there by Isaac Springer. It'll be out of bounds. Josh Manning checks in for Ohio County. We have two Manning brothers on the floor now, 1 and 11.
And Dame will check in for the Cougars. And Dame's presence down low on defense has always been a big help for the Cougars.
Can make a huge difference. Manning with the ball for Ohio County, over to Decker. 7-6 if you're just tuning in. 3:32 left here in the first quarter. Ferris with the ball for Ohio County. He feeds it inside. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound. Here comes the Mclean County Cougars in a hurry, and up with quick two is Bishop. Fraley lost control of the ball, and Bishop took care of it for the Cougars, and the Cougars lead by 3, 9-6, 3:08 left here in the first. A long three by Ferris, up and no good. Rebound's going to be brought down. It's going to be a tie-up on the floor between the Cougars and the Eagles. Close game, a low-scoring affair here early.
And the possession arrow there will go to the Eagles, so they'll keep possession after the missed three by Ferris.
Decker will inbound the ball. Actually, Manny will inbound the ball for Ohio County. They trail here 9-6 with 3 minutes to go in the first. Davis checks in for Ohio County along with Whitler. Over to Decker, back to Manny. Manny deep in the corner, picked up by Springer. Back on the right side to Whitler. Over to Manning. He'll pop a three, but there's a whistle, no basket.
And they're going to call a moving screen there on Whitler. And so that's a big call there, as that three would have tied up the game for the Eagles.
Take them off the board, folks. They don't count. 9-6, 2:50 left here in the first quarter. Mclean County, on top. Here comes the Cougars in a hurry. Bishop picks up his dribble. Back in the backcourt to Clark. Over to Springer. They go inside. It's going to be a foul as Patterson goes to the board. It's going to be a foul on Ohio County. The foul is going to be on Trip Manning. That's his first. The team's second here. We're live on the campus of Ohio County High School. Your McLean County Cougars along with your Ohio County Eagles. McLean County with the ball. A quick release for three, up and good by Jacob Clark.
Deep contested three by Clark there, and he had no doubt it was going in the whole way.
12-8, 2:28 left here in the first quarter. You are listening to Cougar basketball on the McLean County News Network.
Number 3, Trey Englehart.
Englehart checks back in for the Cougars. Whitler is waiting to check the ball in for the Eagles. He gets in the backcourt to Manny. 12-6, 2:24 left here in the first quarter. McLean County on top. Davis with the ball for the Eagles. Over to Manny. Manny dishes on the right side to his brother. He thought about a three. These Mannings are not afraid to shoot the three. There's a long two by Trip Manning. Up and no good. Rebound brought down by Patterson of McLean County. McLean County leads 12-6. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's another three, up and no good by Clark. Put back, up and no good. Whitler with the rebound for Ohio County. Almost turned over right in the hands of Manning. Manning drives, it's up, and it's good for Manning.
And a nice fake pass by the younger Manning there, as he got Dame going another direction and was able to put in an easy two.
12-8, McLean County on top. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here comes McLean County. Clark loses control. It goes off of his foot. It will go back to Ohio County. Ritfall checks in for Ohio County.
And Springer will check in for Clark.
12-8, 1:29 left here in the first quarter. We apologize for the difficulties we were having at WXMZ 99.9 and some transmitter issues. We have people working on it as we speak. The McLean County News Network was nice enough to share with us tonight, and we appreciate these guys. It's going to be a turnover on Ohio County there.
Yeah, Titchener stepped on the baseline there as he was trying to drive in.
Springer with the ball for the Cougars. They lead 12-8, 1:15 left here in the first quarter. In the backcourt, it's Springer. Gets it across the timeline to Englehart. Long two, up and no good by Patterson. Rebound brought down by the Cougars. It's going to be blocked as Patterson goes to the basket. It'll be out of bounds to the Cougars.
And big block by Davis there, as that would have been 2 points for Patterson there.
You're just tuning in, 12-8, 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. McLean County leading the Ohio County Eagles. Patterson with the ball. Goes up, it's no good. His putback up and no good. Davis with the rebound for Ohio County. Out to Manning. 12-8, 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ritfro with the ball over to Titchener. Seems like it's been a long first quarter. Ritfro with the ball for Ohio County.
Yeah, a long and low-scoring first quarter, and I think that's the Cougars' best chance of winning if this game can stay low-scoring and the Eagles and they can keep the Eagles from knocking down 3 after 3 like the last time they faced.
I agree with you. Renfro for a 3 for Ohio County.
And that 3 was right on cue by Renfro, as we were just talking
Absolutely.
about how the Cougars had a chance as long as that didn't happen.
I was speaking with some sports fans earlier today. I said if the game's in the 50s or 40s, it's anyone's game. If it's in the 70s, I've got to give it to the Eagles. Right now, McLean County's leading 12-11 with 1 second to go. A quick 3 is up and it's no good. And after 1, it's McLean County 12, Ohio County 11.
And McLean County starting out on top again as they did last time these two teams faced, but we saw what happened there. This time the lead much less sizable for McLean County going into the second quarter.
Absolutely, like we said, McLean County is playing exactly the way they want to play tonight here in the first quarter. Coach Lanham is like, I want a slow tempo, not a high-scoring affair. We can't be afford to run them out of the gym tonight. It's got to be our pace, and that first quarter was McLean County's pace.
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, if the score stays low, it's anyone's ball game, and I think that's the Cougars' plan of attack tonight.
Absolutely.
And so we would like to welcome all the Ohio County fans that are tuning in, as their channel was not working.
That's right. If you're listening and you are normally listening to WXMC, text me at 270-256-8371. We'll get your name in the drawing for a free flat screen TV we're going to be giving away at the end of the regular season. After 1, it's McLean County leading your Ohio County Eagles 12-1. What a great crowd on hand.
Yeah, and as the start of the second quarter, I'm going to let my friend Aaron Ring take over for me.
All right, who takes over for me? And as we start the second quarter, it's a quick 3 by McLean County up, and it's no good. Manning with a rebound for Ohio County as he crosses the timeline over to Whitler. Whitler feeds it on the far left side to Renfro. Back on top the key to Manning. On the right side to Tishner. Tishner works his way in. It's up and it's no good. Ferris with the putback up and no good. And here comes the Cougars with a rebound. Clark with the ball quickly as he crosses the timeline. Back over to Dane. Dane with the ball top the circle. On the left side to Clark. Clark back to Dane. Back to Clark. Back out on top the key to Bishop. He's going to bring it back out on top and reset. He's picked up by Manning. On the right side they go to Springer. Shot is up and good by Patterson of McLean County. McLean County leads 14-11, 7 to go in the second. A good game so far.
Yeah, very close.
It's going to be a jump ball. There's a held ball. Possession arrow belongs to, actually going to call a foul on Dane for McLean County. That's a second team foul. Back on the floor for Ohio County is Fraley, Decker, Manning, Ferris, and Titchener. The original starting 5 for Ohio County. They trail here by 3 in this big district matchup. They get the ball inside to Ferris. He's picked up quickly by Clark. Clark did a good job defensively there for McLean County. It'll be McLean County's ball out of bounds. They lead 14-11. Here comes Bishop with the ball for the Cougars over to Clark. Clark back to Bishop. Over on the far right side to Springer. He'll take a 3. It's up and it's no good. Put back up and good by Patterson. McLean County with a 5-point lead, 16-11, 6:42 left here in the first half. We are live from the campus of Ohio County High School. Another
Springer
turnover
with the ball
by the Eagles, right in the hands of Springer. He drives. He's going to be called for a travel. Turnover at McLean County. It's nice to see such a large crowd at this big district matchup.
This is a very large crowd for both sides. I mean, the McLean County representation here is incredible.
Ferris with the ball for Ohio County. Out to Frady. Frady's not afraid of the 3. He works his way in a little closer back to Tishner. Tishner kicks it over to Ferris, deep in the corner to Manning. Manning's picked up quickly by Bishop. Back out to Decker on the right side to Ferris. Ferris back to Decker on the left side to Tishner. He tries to work the baseline. Another great job by Springer picking him up. There's a 3 by Decker. It's up and it's no good. Rebounds brought down by Springer of McLean County. He gets it out to Clark. Clark stops and pops. It's up and it's no good. Rebound by Frady of Ohio County. Out to Manning. Manning with the ball. Back out. Top the circle to Decker. 5:40 left in the first half. Ohio County trails Mclean County 16-11 in this district matchup. Ohio County head coach Tony Hopper wants a timeout.
Look, and with that timeout, we're going to be taking a little timeout of our own, brought to you by BF Evans, located in Livermore, Kentucky. Can you hear me now?
I hear nothing.
All right. Which one is yours?
That's you.
The first, yeah. Hello. I can't hear me either. Hello? I can't hear anything now. Can you hear me? Okay, that'll work. And Bishop's first free throw attempt is unsuccessful. And the second free throw attempt is also unsuccessful by Bishop. The ball is knocked out of bounds by number 30, Hunter Ferris. Oh, I can hear you now.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Alan Elijah Decker is first and the team's fourth. Logan Patterson at the line to shoot 2.
We apologize for these issues we're having, but I think we may have them
Yes,
fixed now.
yes, I can hear you.
Mclain County at the free throw line. The score is 16-15, folks, as we're just getting this one underway here in the second quarter. Free throws up, and it's no good. Going to be out of bounds.
Alabama Engelhart is first and the team's third.
And that ball is out of bounds from Ohio County. And it says it's out on Trey Engelhart.
I missed the call there. I was trying to get the equipment working correctly. What are the fans so upset about?
It looked like the ball was clearly out on one of Ohio County's players, but somehow it was called on Trey Engelhart, and they were arguing about it. He's saying that it looks like he was signaling that he took an elbow, but the foul was called on Engelhart, and the players got into it.
And that's going to be Mclain County's ball out of bounds, 16-11, 4:33 left here in the first half. Ohio County has never led in this one. Mclain County has a 5-point lead. It'll be Ohio County's ball out of bounds. They get inside to Tishner. Tishner's picked up. Renfro with the ball for Ohio County. Over to Ferris. Deep in the left corner to Tischer, back on top to Renfro. He hesitated. We see that so often. They'll hesitate, they'll shot, second guess it, then they end up traveling.
Yep.
It happens all the time. McClain County leads here 16-11 with 4:11 left here in the first half in this big district matchup. McClain County with the ball and a 5-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Clark with the ball for the Cougars. He's cut off by Deckers. He tries to go in. He brings back out on top to Circle. Over on the left side to Springer. Back over to Clark. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds off of Ohio County. They'll say it'll stay with the Cougars. The Cougars with a 5-point lead with 3:45 left here in the first quarter. Bishop checks in for McClain County. Culberson checks in for Ohio County. 3:45 left here in the first half, folks. 16-11. Cougars on top. A very low-scoring affair. Here's a 15-footer up and no good by Clark. Put back up and good by Patterson and one. And right now, folks, the Cougars of McClain County are just out-hustling and out-playing the Ohio County.
Patterson at the line, shoot one.
Patterson at the free throw. It's up and it is good. 19-11, 3.5 left here in the first half. Renfro with the ball for Ohio County over to Culberson. Back to Ferris, back to Renfro. On the right side to Decker. Deep in the corner to Culberson. Back out on top to Renfro on the left side to Ferris. He'll pop a three. It's up and it's no good. Long rebound brought down by Bishop. His shot is up and no good. Put back up and no good. Bishop comes out of nowhere to pick up that rebound for the Cougars.
Wow.
Back out to Mims. What a rebound.
Yeah.
Bishop with the ball for McClain County. Over to Mims. His three is up and it's no good. Decker with the rebound for Ohio County. 19-11, 2:49 left here in the first half. Decker with the ball for Ohio County. Picked up by Patterson. On the right side to Ferris. Back out on top to Keita Renfro. Over on the right side to Ferris. 19-11, Ohio County trailing the Cougars of McClain County. Renfro works the baseline. He steps on the baseline, out of bounds, back to the Cougars. We'd like to thank our sponsors.
Yeah. We'd like to thank our sponsor,
BF Evans.
BF Evans, located in Livermore, Kentucky.
We appreciate you guys. Here's McClain County with the ball in the lead. Bishop with the ball. Deep in the corner. Three up and no good by Clark. Put back up and no good. It's going to be a foul on Ferris of Ohio County. McClain County fans don't like this. I should say Ohio County fans don't like this.
There is a lot of
But
energy.
it was a foul. We've seen the foul.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy in the crowd tonight.
There is.
I mean, you're speaking high volume directly into my ear, and I still can't hear you very well. Not because of the equipment, but because of how loud the crowd is tonight.
Actually, it's going to be a technical on Ferris. He was bad-mouthing the ref a little bit, and it's going to send McClain County Springer to the free throw line. McClain County leads 19-11. 2:17 left here in the first half. Springer will have one more at the free throw line. It's up and it's good. Make it 20-11 with 2:17 left here in the first half. What a great district matchup between two great teams this year. And now we're going to have technical free throws shot by Clark. Springer was shooting the free throws for getting fouled while he's going to the basket. Now Clark makes the first technical. We'll have one more coming. We haven't completed the first half. We've already had two technicals.
And Clark misses the second one. Yep.
21-11, 2:17 left here in the first half. We got a timeout. Ohio County trailing the Cougars of McLean County 21-11.
And with that timeout, we're going to want to take a little time out of our own, brought to you by Buck Creek Baptist Church.
Welcome back to Eagle Basketball Gazette, 99.9. Cougar basketball, Eagle basketball. We got all kinds of basketball in the gym tonight. It's Mclean County with a 10-point lead over Ohio County with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Whitler with the ball for the Eagles, out to Manning. Ohio County coming out of the timeout. Coach Hopper was not happy with their lack of defense there in the last series for the Eagles. Culberson with the ball, being guarded closely. Over the right side to Manning. Manning picks up his dribble, swings it back on the right side to his little brother. Back to Davis. Under 2 to go in the first half. Ohio County trails here by 10. A very, very low-scoring affair. Manning drives in. It's up, and it's no good. Rebound's brought down by Dame of Mclean County.
Dame is notorious for his rebounds. That's his specialty. He's always there.
That's what I call a blue collar. All the stats don't show up in the sports page, but he works hard the whole game.
Yeah.
And there was a foul on Mclean County. It was on Clark. That is his first. Team 6.
From this point on, both teams will shoot the bonus.
Both teams will be in the bonus from this point on. Manning with the ball for Ohio County. He'll take a long 3. It's on Manning. 21-14, Mclean County on top. Here comes the Cougars. A long pass to Springer. Springer dishes it over to Dane. Back out on top the key to Bishop. Back over to Clark. He's cut off. He'll stop and pop. It's up and it's good. 23-14, Ohio County trailing the Cougars of Mclean County. Under a minute to go in the first half. Manning with the ball over to Whitler. He thought about a 3, picked up quickly. Back over to Manning for a 3. It's up, and it's good. And that's one thing about Ohio County. They can get back in the game quickly when they're making 3s.
Yeah. They're not out for the count yet, but let's hope the Cougars can keep their lead up.
23-17, Mclean County on top. 15 seconds to go here. Patterson backs his way in. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound by Whitler. 10 seconds to go. Out to Manning. Manning picks up his dribble over to Culberson. He'll pop a 3. It's good! Has got a 10-point lead down to 3.
Yep, and with that, we will be taking our halftime break, and we will be back after halftime. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, VF Evans and Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we will be right back.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Sports Network. I'm Matthew Miller here with Corbin Case, and we're back with our usual very biased McLean County programming, but thanks to Jerry Wright for helping us out there. And Corbin, what did you see in the first half that you liked and didn't like?
And the team's first.
Oh, that might help.
I'm good, yeah.
In the second quarter, there was a lot of scoring from McLean County, and not so much as Ohio. So the McLean County's defense really bumped up on the second quarter.
And right now we're starting the second half, and your score 20-23, and the Eagles did not have a single point in the second quarter until the 2-minute mark, in which they scored 9. So they went on a hot streak there, hitting 3 3-pointers right at the end of the second quarter, and that's what's been the theme of this matchup. If the Cougars can keep the Eagles off the 3-point line, they have a chance at winning the game. And that's Clark trapped in the corner. He gets it to Dame. Dame to Springer to Patterson. Patterson down low, off the glass, no good. And I'm hearing static. There it goes. I fixed it.
Oh.
Yeah, are you hearing static, Corbin?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that fixed it. I was hope the viewers at home were, or not the viewers, the listeners at home were not hearing static as well. And that's Decker who ties up the game with a 3-pointer there. So very close matchup, tied up at 23-23, as the Cougars have led most of the game. Springer for 3, no good. And Dame unable to come up with the rebound. So here comes Manning the other way. And that's Decker with the ball, dribbles out to the top of the key, gets it to Ferris. Ferris, handoff to Manning. Manning thinks about a 3, drives, and what's the call? They're going to call a charge on Manning as he pushed down Bishop. And Manning in a little bit of foul trouble now, as that's his third foul of the game. And Springer with the ball now as he crosses half court. Springer, elbow. That shot is good. So the Cougars take back the lead 25-23 with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And this game is going by much faster than the girls' game was. And Ferris gets it to Decker. Decker looks inside. He gets it to Titchener at the wing. And Titchener will throw it out of bounds. Good defense by Dame, denying the entry pass there to Fraley. And so Cougar ball. Bishop with the ball now gets it to Clark. Back to Bishop. And they're up the court. Dame has with the ball in the corner to Clark for 3. No good. Springer unable to come up with a rebound. And Bishop with a steal on a fast break. Layup. Good! And there's 2 points for Bishop there. Great play by Bishop there, getting that steal and taking it the other way. Manning, contested 3, up, no good. 2 Ohio County players fight for the rebound, so Ohio County comes up with it. Ferris trapped, and he will call a timeout.
Timeout, Eagles.
And so with that timeout, we will take a break, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, B.F. Evans Ford, located in Livermore, Kentucky, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Your Cougars lead by 4, 27-23 with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the third quarter. And what has been a tightly contested game. There's been technicals called. Both the fans and the coaches and the players, they're all into it. And this is looks like it's going to be a very good matchup. As Manning, that three goes in and out, and that would have been big for the Eagles. And Patterson, free throw line, no good. Dame, good defense. Bishop almost comes over the steal. It's Titchener going the other way, and that's Manning. He gets it down low to Fraley. Fraley backing down Dame, and that'll be an and one for Fraley. As that was a very fast-paced possession there for Ohio County.
His second and the team's second. Shane Fraley at the line to shoot one.
And so Fraley for the and one free throw. It's up, and it's good. So your score 27-26 with 4:11 left in the third. And Clark thinks about a three, doesn't take it, gets it to Springer. Manning will hit that pass out of bounds. And I think this ball game is going to come down to whoever wants it more, Corbin.
I agree, Matthew, because so far they've been playing really well throughout this entire thing, trying to, each time someone gets a lead, they're trying to bring it down to get it back, and it's going to be a close ball game.
And Clark for three, no good. Anytime Clark shoots the three, there's a good chance it goes in. And Titchener drives, and Brady Dame takes the charge. Big play there by Dame. Forcing the turnover and getting the foul.
That was on Grant Titchener, his first.
And Englehart will check into the game for Springer.
And for the Cougars, number 3, Trey Englehart.
And Englehart loses the ball right after checking into the game. So Manning on the fast break gets 2 points and takes the lead for the Eagles for the first time this game. Eagles lead by 1, 28-21. Clark with the ball, drives, 2, it's up, no good, but he will go to the line for 2 free throws and a chance to take back the lead.
That was on Shane Fraley, his second, and the team's third. Jacob Clark at the line to shoot 2.
His first free throw is up, and it is good. Great job by Jacob Clark to hit that free throw, shooting into the very animated Ohio County student section. And the second free throw up, and it's good as well. So Jacob Clark knocks down 2 of 2 at the line, taking back the lead, and the Cougars will take a timeout. So we're going to thank our sponsor, Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we'll be right back with this highly contested game. And we are back with a McLean County Cougar lead, 29-28. There is 3:23 remaining in the third as Manning will bring it up for the Eagles now. And Ferris gets it to Frady. Frady looks inside, can't find Titchener. Manning thinks about the three, gets it back to Ferris. And Ohio County's offense is really centered around that three ball as Titchener takes one there, no good. If Ohio County can knock down threes, they'll win the game. But as long as McLean County can keep them away from the three-point line, McLean County has a very good shot at winning this game. Patterson, elbow, good. Nice jump shot by Patterson there as he pulls up from the elbow. Titchener now. Gets it to Decker. Decker off a screen from Frady. And Frady down low against Patterson. Great defense as Englehart comes up with the board. And here's Bishop on a fast break. He will slow it down and set things up. Probably a smart move there as the Ohio County defenders were coming closely behind. Patterson thinks about a three, goes in, two, and it's good off the glass. And there's Patterson scoring again. As you see, he got very excited there after hitting that shot, and that just shows the amount of emotion in this game. And that is Titchener for two, as the backdoor play was open for the Eagles. And Clark inbounds the ball to Bishop. Bishop to Patterson. And we need to get across the half court. There we go. Patterson got it across. And it's stolen by Manning. Layup. Good. So now the Cougars' 5-point lead is diminished to 1. And here comes Clark bringing it up all by himself. And he will be, not fouled. A timeout is called by Coach Lynham, and that'll be a full timeout, and we'd like to tell you about MCHS.TV. Just type MCHS.TV, and you won't miss a single Cougar game. And just type that into your browser. It'll take you straight to the sports network, and if we're live, you'll be able to either hear us or watch the game, depending on whether or not we get the visual working. And so with that timeout, we'll be right back with the rest of the third quarter. And we're back. Patterson will be taking the ball out for the Cougars. And Cougars up 1, 33-32, with 1:27 left in the third. And this is a very, very highly contested game. It's just going to come down to who wants it more, as that's Springer who gets it to Bishop, and they're going to set up the offense from here. Bishop over to Springer in the corner, back to Bishop, inside to Dame, stolen. And so the Eagles will be coming the other way with it, and another chance to take back the lead. And that pass from Titchener to Frady sails out of bounds.
For the Eagles, number 32, Parker Culbertson, and number 11, Josh Manning.
And it looks like a few substitutions for the Eagles, and that was a big break for the Cougars as they turned the ball over. The Eagles had a chance at taking the lead, but instead they turned the ball over as well. And I think the Cougars, they could hold to the last shot here with 30 seconds, or excuse me, there's 48 seconds. Springer, no good. Patterson, big rebound, puts it back in for two. And great offensive rebound and put back for Patterson. And he is putting on a scoring clinic in this third quarter. He goes for the steal there. That's Frady open under the basket for two. And so with 30 seconds, the Cougars are up 1. They're going to have a chance to hold to the last shot. There's 21 seconds left on the clock. Bishop dribbles around the perimeter, gets it to Clark. Clark trapped in the corner, finds Patterson, back to Clark, and there's Springer. Thinks about a three, doesn't take it. And Bishop's just they're gonna slow things down. Patterson, two, no good. And the Eagles are gonna have 4 seconds here to score. That's Renfro, deep three, off the glass, no good. And so we're gonna end the third quarter with the Cougars up 35-34. And this is McLean County Sports Network. We'll be back with the fourth. And we are back. The Cougars will have the possession of the ball starting the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this has been a very close game. Your Cougars leading by 1 point. Very close game. And you know
Yeah,
I
and
am.
this is a very emotional game as Clark takes a three from the corner. No good. Patterson rebound. Put back, no good. Englehart fights for it. And that fight from Englehart there. And Englehart fighting for it again. Unable to get the rebound, so the Cougars had a couple chances at a score there, and that offensive rebound by Englehart. Just the passion. And Manning for three, no good. That was Josh Manning. Englehart with another big rebound. And here comes Clark the other way with the ball now. Very intense game right now. Patterson over to Bishop, to Springer. Back to Bishop. Patterson down low. And he is fouled as he goes up for two. So Patterson now with a chance to extend the lead from the free throw line. He'll be attempting 2 free throws here. 17-17 left in the fourth. Cougars up 35-34. Very, very low scoring game for the Cougars.
Definitely. And Patterson makes the first free throw.
Returning for the Eagles, number
And we saw
30,
last time these two teams played, it was Trey Lewis who had 24 points, and he was a big difference in that game, and that's what led to the big win for the Eagles. They don't have Trey Lewis tonight; he's no longer on the team, and so that's going to play a big factor in this matchup for this district game and on into the district tournament. And that's Manning layup, no good, and a late foul called from the other end, from the ref on the other end of the court. So Manning will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Patterson was able to hit both free throws on the other end. So your score 34-37.
Trip Manning at the line to shoot 2.
And so Manning, he will be attempting his first free throw. It is up, and it is good. So Decker will check in now.
For the Eagles, number 25, Elijah Decker.
The second free throw, it's up, and it's no good. Rebound Patterson. So that's a big missed free throw there as he had a chance to put the game within 1 point. And Clark gets it to Bishop. Back to Clark, who will pass half court. Clark drives. 2. It's good. What a drive by Clark, getting into the teeth of the defense. Here comes Manning the other way with it. He gets it to Decker. Decker in the corner for 3. And that's exactly what we can't let happen. Ohio County, they just don't miss threes. And if you leave them open, they're not going to miss. And he hit that 3 there from the corner. They're going to hit that shot every time. That's the shot they want. And Trey Englehart goes up for a big 2 points down low. Great entry pass from Bishop, getting the ball down low to him. And so that's Josh Manning with the ball now. He's going to hand it to his brother Tripp. Tripp guarded by Bishop. Over to Decker, guarded by Patterson, off a screen. He gets inside. And it'll be McLean County ball as they lose the ball and it goes out of bounds there. And so Titchener and Frady will check into the game now. As Springer tries to get it across the court. Gets it to Bishop. Bishop, Clark in the corner. Across court to Springer. To Patterson. Patterson, great pass down low to Englehart. Englehart goes up in another 2 points. That'll make the score 43-38. Cougars up by 5, and there's 5:36 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, every point counts at this point with in the last quarter with such a close game, which is starting to become less and less close with the Cougars kind of extending their lead.
And that 3 is an air ball. Trey Englehart comes up with the rebound. And like you were saying, Aaron, in a close game in a gym like this against 2 rivals where it's so intense and the emotions are so high, every basket is electrifying. And there's Bishop with the ball now as they get across half court. Springer tries to go inside, gets it to Englehart from the elbow.
Englehart
and
is
another
on
2
fire.
points for TE3. And a lot of emotion coming from the Cougars players right now as the audience is standing up and cheering, giving a standing ovation for the way they're playing right now. As Englehart just dropped 6 points in a row.
Wow.
And the Cougars up by 7, 45-38 with 4:59 left in the game. And with that timeout, we'll thank our sponsor, B.F. Evans Ford, located in Livermore, Kentucky. We'll be right back. And we are back with this very intense game in Hartford. The McLean County Cougars lead by 7, 45-38 with 4 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the game. And the Cougars have had the lead most of the night despite the Eagles coming back in the second half. But that 6-point run there by the Cougars, that really made a difference in this lead. And Manning will drive. And Clark takes a charge. And that'll be Manning's 4th foul of the game. And so he is in major foul trouble right now, and Ohio County's coach, not happy, will take a timeout. And there is not a Cougar fan in this building that's not standing up right now and cheering. And, well, at that timeout, we'd like to thank Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we'll be right back again. And we're back after that charge taken by Jacob Clark that caused the timeout. And so the Cougars will have the ball up 7, 4:49 left to go in the game. Ball inbounded to Springer as a tight full-court press is applied by Ohio County. Patterson gets the ball. He'll drive. Layup, and it's good! The Cougars score once more, extending the lead to 9.
Let's hope they can keep it. I'm sure they can. But let's not let them get
4:30 left in the game. Cougars up 9. And that ball goes out of bounds. Right in between Culbertson's hands. So Josh Manning will check back into the game after that mishap. And Patterson will take it out to Bishop. Bishop over to Springer. Pass a little high. He's able to catch it. Back to Bishop. Gets it across court to Patterson. Patterson has the ball stolen from him, and he fights for it. And they're going to say it was out on Patterson. He was fighting for that ball. 4:16 left to go in the game, and every second and every basket counts at this point. We have to just keep Ohio County off the three-point line. Do not let them shoot threes. Manning drives, elbow, shot up, and it's good after it bounces around the rim a few times. You score 40-47, 3:56 left to go in the game. Clark gets it across half court. Clark drives, layup, and it's good as he moves around Fraley, who was trying to take a charge. Excellent offensive play there by Clark. Fraley backing down Patterson. He gets inside. Nice move by Fraley for 2 points there. Cougars still up 7, 49-42. Ball inbounded to Englehart, given back to Clark. And Clark will try to beat Manning up the sideline, and he'll cut back to the middle. And he'll get it across half court to Springer. Springer over to Patterson. Oh, and that's a goaltending. that layup was good for sure, and the Ohio County player hit it with having his hand up through the rim. Well, no goaltending called. Your Cougars still lead by 7, 49-42, 3 minutes left in the fourth. And they're going to call a foul on Bishop there as he tries to get around that handoff.
Braden Bishop is second, team's fourth.
And that is only the fourth foul of the game, so luckily we are a few fouls away from the bonus, as that could make a big impact in a close game like this.
3 minutes left to go win the game.
Manning with the ball now, drives past Bishop, gets it to Josh Manning for three. That three is no good. Englehart with the rebound. Springer gets it across half court, and he tried to take it, lost it. Fans want to push off. Josh Manning with the ball now, gets it down low. Who's the foul on? And they called a foul. It looked like he just fell down to me. And they're going to call that. I thought maybe Englehart, because he was behind him, you could have argued that he got him with the body, but they're going to call that foul on Isaac Springer. I'm not sure I understand that one.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't think Springer made contact with him. He just kind of looked like he fell on the
I don't
ground.
think Springer ever touched him. I thought maybe it was on Englehart if he pushed him from behind, but it makes no sense for it to be on Springer. And Coach Lynham will take a timeout, and we'll be right back with the rest of this fourth quarter. This is a very close game. And we are back, and the Cougars have led by 7 pretty consistently throughout this fourth quarter, and the Eagles have the ball right now. There's 2:35 left on the clock, and it's a very heated matchup right now between these two district rivals. Decker, deep three, and it's good. And so the Cougars down 4 now, and plays like that. And they're going to call a foul on Manning as he gets the ball away from Springer and puts it in for 2. And so that'll be the 6th foul on the Eagles, 1 more, and the Cougars will be shooting the bonus. Every call that is made right now, the fans are getting very into it. Clark, 2-on-1. He goes up with it, no good. And so the Cougars up 4. There's 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Decker will shoot another 3. That one's no good. And Clark comes up with a big rebound. Gets it over to Bishop. Bishop to Englehart. Back to Clark. And we have to get it across half court. And Clark will cross. He gets it to Springer. Loose ball. And it'll be tied up there. Possession arrow to the Eagles. Eagle ball. I thought that pass was dangerous. Clark should have just, Clark had trouble dribbling across. I'm not sure why he slowed up there.
Yeah. This is a crazy game, Matthew.
4-point matchup with 1:49 left.
With one of the biggest turnouts I've ever seen at a high school basketball game.
Yeah, this gym is packed. And the Eagles roll the ball to half court as they're trying to save every second in an attempt to come back. Do not let them shoot a 3. Manning and Patterson with the steal.
By Patterson.
It'll be Bishop on a layup. And it's good. The Cougars go up by 6. 51-45 with 1:28 left. Ferris gets it to Manning. Manning drives on Bishop, gets it over to his brother. That's an open 3, and it's good. 3-point game now. As Clark gets it to Bishop. Bishop will get across half court over to Patterson. Patterson. And they're going to call a charge on Patterson as Fraley took that there. And it's a 3-point game.
Patterson, his second, team's 6th.
And they've called that both ways all night. I would like to say that's a bad call, but I think that's the right call there, Aaron, as he did have his feet set. Patterson tried his best to go around him as he got set pretty early, but he was unable to.
1:08 left to go in the game. Your Cougars have a 3-point lead. And man, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Every basket matters so much right now. Handoff to Manning. Manning thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. It's Ferris for 3, and it's good. So the game will be tied up with 52 seconds left. 51-51. Here's Bishop. Gets it to Springer. And Ferris gets a steal. Englehart comes. Oh, that's a foul. He reached around his leg. No foul called. It's Decker drives in. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Springer as he tried to take a charge there. As Decker drove in.
Battles on Isaac Springer, his second, and the team's 7th.
So these next 2 free throws are going to be a big deciding factor in this game.
At the line to shoot one in the bonus.
And so it's Decker shooting 1 in a bonus here. And if he misses this free throw, that'll be huge for the Cougars. I thought a foul should have been called on the loose ball, as like Trey Englehart was trying to get back up with it, and it looked like Fraley wrapped his arms around his leg. But there's no call, and the Cougars will take their final timeout. We'd like to thank Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we'll be right back with the conclusion to this district matchup. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we'll be right back.
And we are back. The game is, man, I wish we had visuals.
There's 35 seconds left in the game, and Decker will be shooting a very critical free throw. If he misses, Cougars will have a chance of getting the rebound and going back and getting back the lead. If he hits it, the Eagles will take the lead, and he will be shooting another free throw.
It's all tied up with 35 seconds to go, 51-51.
The free throw is up. And it's good. So the Eagles take the lead, 52-51. Still plenty of time left on the clock, 35 seconds, as he'll shoot the second free throw here. The second free throw is up. And it's no good. Rebound by Clark. And Clark will try to get it up the court on his own. He gets it to Springer. Springer over to Englehart. And the Cougars just want to be careful here not to turn the ball over. Springer to Patterson. Patterson, 2. It's short. Springer gets the rebound. He puts it back in. The Cougars take the lead, and there's 12 seconds left on the clock.
We got to play some defense
Last second
here.
shot. It's Manning for 3. The 3 is no good.
4-3.
And with 3 seconds left on the clock, the Eagles take a timeout. The Cougars are one. It's going to come down to one shot. The Eagles have one shot. If it goes in, they win. If they miss, the Cougars walk away with the district win. This is about as an exciting game as you can get in a district matchup.
It definitely is. Man, it seems like early in the football season we played Ohio County, and it was just as close as it was now.
It was like 42-46 or something. And the Cougars unfortunately lost. That was one of their lowest moments of the season as they started
Definitely.
out 0-3, losing games they should have won. And they were able to come back and have a great season.
But I'm sure the Cougars are going to prevail this time.
Yeah, and after that game, after that 0-3 start, the McLean County football Cougars only had one more regular season loss the rest of the season. So hopefully, after that first big district loss the boys had, they're able to come back and have a great rest of the season. And right now, this will be a pivotal moment in their season as it's a big district matchup. And right now, it's going to come down to one shot. 3.6 seconds on the clock. Eagles inbound it. They're going to have a second to maybe get one pass off, and then they're taking the shot. It'll be Manning taking the shot. It's up, and it's no good. The Cougars win! 53-52 in Hartford, Kentucky. The Cougars come away with a win, and the cheerleaders storm the court celebrating with the players. Every fan in the building is standing on their feet. What an exciting matchup as Manning misses the last second shot. Great defense by Bishop there, causing that missed shot. And the Cougars walk away with 2 wins tonight, a girls win and a boys win. So great 2 games for the Cougars.
I would hate to be the guy who just missed that shot. I'm just saying.
And the Cougar mascot dancing all over the Ohio County logo at half court.
Yeah, I don't know what the fans feel about that, but I'm liking it.
And a very exciting game. And the Cougars, last time they played Ohio County, they lost by more than 30. So to get a win here tonight at Ohio County is huge for the Cougars. And with that, we'd like to end this broadcast. And we'd like to give one last thanks to our sponsors, Buck Creek Baptist Church and BF Evans Ford. We are the McLean County Sports Network. Make sure you catch us next time.